Today we visit with one of these, whose changed life shows in the very radiance of his face.
For more than 12 years, Dick Hall worked among the tribes of Sarawak, Borneo. An accomplished pilot and amateur filmmaker, he was able to reach out to remote people groups that traditionally had been hard to reach. Dick quickly learned to perform simple dental procedures as well as teach the people about Jesus.
Also, every place we made an airstrip, we raised up a church. And then several churches from that airstrip, we'd walk short distance to other villages and raise it up. So the airplane was a godsend and an asset to our mission work.
When traveling by boat or plane, Dick, his wife Jean, and other pioneer missionaries in Sarawak touched the lives of these children of God. Today, many people from these same tribes still live in the jungles of Sarawak. Today, these places are accessible by four-wheel drive vehicles and boats. For many, their lives haven't changed much since the first Adventist missionaries traveled here more than 75 years ago. Many people still live in fear of spirits. We still need to share the gospel with these beautiful people. Time may have passed, but some things haven't changed. Sarawak, located on the island of Borneo in southeastern Asia, is home to more than 2.5 million people. The majority of the population belongs to the Dayak Iban tribe. Many of them still live in traditional longhouses. These communal buildings provide a safe and secure environment for the tribe's people. They work together in small open spaces in the jungle, growing produce that they can sell in the local markets. They fish the rivers and tap the rubber trees that are plentiful in the dense jungles. Their shared activities create a strong, tightly knit family environment. Outsiders are welcome as long as they're willing to take part in the work and become part of the family. Rollins Ukam is the chief of one of these Dayak longhouses in Sarawak. Every day he works in the fields that surround his longhouse. 30 years ago, he heard about the Adventist Church on a radio program. He was interested, so he sent for the Voice of Prophecy Bible studies that were offered on the radio. He prayed that one day God would send an Adventist pastor to his longhouse. Last year, a local Adventist pastor visited, and Rollins quickly pulled out his old Voice of Prophecy Bible study certificate to show the pastor. For Rollins, it was the start of a new chapter in his life.
For me, it was like a bright light, a bright future. All these years I was living in darkness, and now we've been shown the light.
Today, more than half of the members of Rollins Longhouse have been baptized. Recently, the Adventist Church sent global mission pioneers to live and work among the people of the longhouses. These dedicated young people are devoting a year or more of their lives to help spread the gospel among the Iban people. They become part of the community and work to help better the lives of their new family. They work with the members of the Longhouse and come to know them as friends. They're welcomed and allowed to become part of the Longhouse family. Over time, the people come to trust them, and they have opportunities to share the gospel. They hold Bible studies and introduce Jesus to people who are excited to learn about a God who loves them and wants to change their lives for the better. The Dayak people live simple lives. They live off the jungle, and their culture is based on their environment. Most are animists who live in fear of the spirit world. Their whole world is guided by the omens and signs that are commonplace in the jungle. When they become Christians, they lead a new life free from the fears of their past. They live in peace. Banyang Jamu is a Longhouse chief and former global mission pioneer. He would visit the other Longhouse chiefs with a local pastor and help to introduce the Adventist message of hope among the Longhouses in his district. Several of these chiefs have joined the church, and now their Longhouse members have been baptized as well. Banyang describes the message that he would share with his fellow chiefs.
I explained to them and helped remind them that this world is coming to an end, And towards this end time, we need to have a faith to hold on to.
God has blessed the work of Global Mission pioneers who live and work in the Longhouses. Many times, more than half the inhabitants of a Longhouse become Seventh-day Adventist after a year's time. A single Global Mission pioneer can often reach out to 2 or 3 Longhouses in a year. When someone decides to follow Jesus, a local pastor will come and hold evangelistic meetings. After the meetings, a baptismal service is held in a local river. Often, members of the Longhouse will line the edges of the river to watch the baptismal service. Thanks to the leading of the Holy Spirit, Global Mission pioneers in Sarawak have been able to reach out to many people in the Longhouses.
We have tried our best to assign global mission workers to these Longhouses, and the ones that we have been able to assign global mission to, we actually have been able now to build a church in this place. And so right now the need is for more of these global mission workers out there in the field. If we have more of that global mission workers, I can see how the work can really grow in these places.
Thanks to your mission offerings and support of Global Mission, lives are being changed in Sarawak. Jesus calls us to help spread the gospel to all the world. Global Mission focuses on the unreached areas of the world, the most difficult places to work. By using local members who are familiar with the local culture and customs, Global Mission is able to reach out to people in these unreached areas. Thank you for your support and prayers for Global Mission. Please pray for the thousands of pioneers all over the world who have dedicated their lives to sharing God's love in tough and trying circumstances. Thank you for helping to help tell the world about Jesus.